everybody, it's Anna. Time for the Wednesday card in this week's tarot story. So today we have the Seven of Pentacles. This is our second 7 in a row. And as I said yesterday, the 7 is something I connect to discernment and making wise choices. Pentacles are connected to the physical realm. So they're about things you can see and taste and touch, as well as your jobs, your hobbies, your money, and your physical wellness and vitality. So this is about what we're doing on the planet, right? So the image here shows this fella. He's got this beautiful plant that he's been tending. He's got a hoe, so he's been working on it, but he's pausing. He's taking a moment to pause. He's actually he doesn't even look at the plant right now. It's like he's considering something. This is a moment of reflection. And I connect this to the moment in our lives where we're in the middle of doing something and maybe it's very effective, very successful, but we're pausing to check in to make sure it still matches our purpose on the planet. And this is really important because lots of us are really good at lots of things. I always tell my clients are some of the most clever, gifted people on the planet, right? So they can do lots of things, but they're not here to do lots of things. They're here to actually do usually one thing very, very well, right? So lots of people want you to do lots of things because they have expectations. Maybe you're good at it. And so there's lots of really successful, helpful things you can do in the world, but not all of them match who you are. And if you are spending time doing these things in the world, which are successful, but aren't your thing to do, then your impact is somewhat compromised. And also your sense of purpose and fulfillment is compromised because you're built to be on the planet to deliver a particular kind of gift, right? So this card invites us to pause in what we're doing. Don't just keep doing it because it's successful or because people like it. Pause and feel through whether this still matches you, whether this still makes sense, whether the quality of the energy you're bringing is matching who you are, who you're supposed to be on the planet. So if you're bringing your energy out of a place of obligation or scarcity or fear, that may not be your purpose on the planet. Usually my clients, that's not what they're here to do. So even though it looks successful, the energy you're putting into it's the wrong energy, which means even if it results in some kind of good result that people like, it's not, you're sowing in energy that is going to reap that same energy. So not everyone can tell. You can tell because you're living the life, right? Other people can't always tell that what you're putting into things isn't like love and compassion or excitement or joy, because they're not living inside of your life. So it's up to you to feel through your own feelings and to make sure you're diligent actually about only really trying your best to sow on the planet only what you're here to sow, because that's how you can guarantee the harvest is going to match your purpose. So I talked yesterday about the other 7. It was the 7 of Wands reversed, and how the wands are about feeling passionate and confident and inspired, but that the challenge of that is that the mind often connects passion and choosing your purpose with conflict or with struggle. And so because the mind connects the two, we end up kind of inviting struggle when it's not strictly necessary. You don't have to struggle to follow your passion. And if you do add struggle in, you're losing some energy on the side, right? So you're in the middle of something really exciting and beautiful, but you're also fearful or anxious, right? So you've got two energies going at the same time. And what I talked about yesterday is helping the mind separate out passion from conflict. They don't have to go together. We can have passion and cooperation and collaboration and support and not conflict, right? So if we can help the mind let go of its assumptions about how things work, then we get the mind to start paying attention to where diverse energies are talking at the same time. So this is a good example of that. Like you're doing this thing, maybe it feels partly joyful, but also partly fearful. Okay, so we want to pause, address what is making us fearful and remove that. That is not necessary. It is not necessary to carry fear into this work, right? And if you don't clear out the fear, that will change the harvest of what you're creating. So it really is about, as the 7 would call us to, reflection, paying attention, and getting really wise about your own energy. So it's about pausing. It's about paying attention and not just allowing other people's reflections to determine what you're going to do. Because very much of the time, people are going to be excited about what you're doing and are going to keep giving you that positive reinforcement, not really knowing that you're not just sowing joy or happiness or love into this, you're also sowing fear. They can't tell that, but you can. So it's your job to pay attention and to take responsibility for the erroneous energies that are going into what you're doing and remove them. Take care of them, clear them, heal them, whatever you need to do, so that as much as possible, your energy is going into something really impactful and purposeful, and the harvest is going to match that. That's our Wednesday card. See you tomorrow for our next one. Bye.